The best sports anime no one talks about.
I've missed sports anime.
I do too. It's been
I've
like a
missed
year
the
since Blue
feeling of
Lock.
experiencing a sports anime. The rise and the fall, the growth and the struggle, the stories and the journeys. I've missed the thrilling, electrifying battles of Blue Lock, the soul-crushing, heart-touching moments of Aoashi, the cathartic, poetic journeys of Haikyuu.
Joe, it's not Rick.
I've missed rooting for an underdog as he defies all the odds. I've missed watching a genius struggle with
Maybe,
his own
who knows?
perfection. I've missed the training arcs, the rivalries, the failures, the successes. In search of that familiar feeling, in search of that inspiration, I stumbled across a single story. A story about a beautiful place, the diamond. In that diamond stands a group of worthy individuals who each hunger for the ultimate dream that lies beyond, who hunger to declare themselves on the grandest stage in Japan, the baseball paradise known as Koshien.
And he said it was fantastic, so I never watched it, man.
This is the journey of a boy trying to find his place amongst geniuses and monsters, heroes and veterans. This is the tale of a young man striving to become the ace, to carry his team forward unto the greatness of Koshien. This is a story of failure and despair, of redemption and hope, of tears and goosebumps. This is that feeling I've been searching for all along. This is Ace of the Diamond. The blazing heat of a Japanese summer crashes down on an intense baseball practice, where, amidst the thunderous roar of swinging bats and flying balls, amidst prodigies, geniuses, and heroes, we see a lone figure running in the distance. The young man runs and he runs, desperately chasing the backs of his peers as they pull further and further away from him. His rivals grow stronger and stronger, his opponents evolve further and further, and in that endless marathon towards greatness, he finds himself stumbling, crashing, falling. Yet, no matter how many times he breaks, no matter how many times he fails, Sawamura Eijun always gets back up. A left-arm pitcher whose unique form makes it so that even he doesn't know where the ball will go. That is where Sawamura Eijun, our protagonist, begins his tale, when a scout named Takashima Rei notices this rare ability in him. Unfortunately, his entire life, Eijun has been playing with players who are at a much lower level than him, which is why his potential has yet to be unleashed. Rei offers Eijun a chance to join her school, Seido High, one of the best baseball high school teams in Tokyo. However, Eijun doesn't want to leave his lifelong friends and teammates behind and move to Tokyo, so Rei invites him to first check out Seido for himself. Seido's environment and facilities impress Eijun, but when he sees a senior being tough on one of the players, he steps up to the bully. One thing leads to another, and Eijun faces off against the cocky senior in a one-on-one battle, and in the process meets Miyuki Kazuya, the person who is to be his catcher or partner. However, when everything seems to go wrong, when Eijun seems to perform terribly, Miyuki walks up to him and tells him something that changes his life, his entire perspective on baseball. Did you know? The best pitches are works of art, produced by the pitcher and catcher working as one.
That sounds like a cold start. I'm not gonna lie.
Inspired by that
Sounds like a
line
good
and
start.
working together with a high-level catcher for the first time in his life, under the guidance of Miyuki, Eijun throws a pitch like never before. Eijun experiences a moment of pure bliss where he learns the absolute scope of this sport and the insane level at which high school baseball is truly played. And so, in order to experience that feeling once more, in order to reach greater heights, in order to stand on the pitcher's paradise known as the mound, Eijun accepts the offer and sets his sights on reaching Koshien. However, the path to the top is nowhere near easy, especially for someone like Eijun. After all, he dreams of becoming the ace, the player who is regarded as the best pitcher of his team, dominating the mound all on his own and donning the number 1 on his back.
Seems solid so far. Seems solid so far.
The
But
journey
this
of
is a great video
Sawamura
too,
Eijun
so.
is a legendary yet slow one. His rise to greatness is gradual, tough, frustrating, but unbelievably rewarding. Indeed, compared to many other sports protagonists, Eijun's path to the top might be the most realistic journey I've ever witnessed. I honestly didn't like Eijun at first. I thought he was too loud and annoying, careless and naive. But suddenly, when reality comes crashing down on him, when he learns about the true weight of what it means to play professionally, his character
locked in.
develops beautifully.
locked
His
in.
energy becomes endearing, his maturity admirable, and watching him grow is a slow but wonderful experience. One of the main concepts Ace of the Diamond focuses on is that of
Cap.
consistency and form.
Head
A
ass.
player could be having the best game of his life one day,
Rick said
but
no
the
one
very
better than
next
Joe.
and the day after,
Hey,
he
Rick, you
proceeds
see
to
how
have
he
his
didn't even
work.
put Joe on that list? That's all I'm gonna say. He didn't even put Joe on that list. That's all I'm saying.
How does a player combat that?
That's his words, not
How
mine.
does one bounce back from failure, from being out of form?
course it could be
Eijun
more
has to go
realistic
through these
than
very
having to
real
do a
periods
survival
of
of the
struggle,
fittest.
where he has to face himself and really think
Bro,
about his game.
damn thing, same, oh my goodness, I can't speak. Same thing with the main character from Haiku. That he doing survival of the fittest too.
On a deep level. After all, he can't go his entire career throwing off of instinct. He has to learn the intricate, subtle mechanics behind baseball. He has to learn those little things. After all, it's the little things that separate the good from the great. Not to mention, another main focus of this story is that of mentality and mindset. The power of the mind is absolutely key in sports, often being the differentiator between winners and losers. Through failing and facing tough losses, Eijun goes through this arduous process of forging his mind to handle high-pressure, delicate situations. And all of this while fiercely competing against the monstrous third-year ace Tamba, the experienced second-year sidearmer Kawakami, and a first-year prodigy, Furuya, who seems
not
leaps
actually
and
saying
bounds
much, he's
beyond
just
Eijun's
glazing
reach.
this.
The truth is,
I mean-
Eijun is no born genius. He is no prodigy.
When you speak
His
of any
journey
show
is
in a positive light, you're just glazing it. I mean, like that just is what it is, bro. When I was making my top 10 list, you could say that I was glazing every anime on that list. I mean, you could say that. I mean, it's true. I mean,
that of accepting his
That's what you're
weapons for
doing.
what they are and making use of them
but you
as
want to
best
glaze
as
it
he
enough
possibly
so people
can.
can watch it.
Yes, he has to
I
work
respect the
much
glaze
harder
too.
than his peers. He has to look for tricks in places no one has looked. But that is the price to reach the top. And luckily, Eijun is the kind of guy to
W
pay it
glaze.
tenfold. Watching this boy go through heaven and hell to hone his skills, to secure a spot on the team to play in big games, is glorious. Let me assure you, when Eijun gets his moments to shine, they will always leave you with that feeling of pure, raw hype.
So kind of
Sawamura
like
Eijun's journey is one of those
Blue Lock.
sports journeys, an emotional masterpiece that will get the chills going and tears flowing.
my boy Asagi. How long is this anime, bro? I know it's long, bro.
As much as I love Aejun though, Ace of the Diamond doesn't feel like the story of one main character taking on the world of baseball. It feels like the journey of an entire team, a group of unique individuals chasing their goal of playing at Koshien. This is the tale of
75
Seido
episodes? That's not
High,
that
which
bad.
for me is one of, if not
not
the
that bad.
best team portrayed in sports anime, filled with lively characters who each have a burning desire to play baseball.
Oh, it has a second
In a
season.
team
I lied.
consisting of 93 members, with more being introduced in later seasons,
Second
I was
season is
surprised by
51
how many of
episodes.
these characters were actually
130
interesting
episodes?
and nuanced. The focus isn't just on Aejun and a few of his friends, it's also on the
Only
second
thing
and
he said
third
about
year
Darker Than
students.
Black,
We see their
just watch
struggles,
it.
their journeys,
Cap.
and each of them have moments
Cap.
that left an impact on
Cap.
me. Whether it's the powerful ace Tamba, the prodigy catcher Miyuki, the stoic teacher Chris, the nervous pitcher Kawakami, the monstrous captain Yuki, the speedy runner Kuramochi, I mean, I could truly keep going on and on and on and on. And I haven't even mentioned the man who holds this team together, the leader who pushes his soldiers past their limits, the mentor who guides his students towards success, the father who nurtures his sons for greatness. This is the great coach himself, Teshin Kataoka.
So he said, not. So look. I said it seems like we got to break it down for Rick and the people saying that he's not saying anything. This is what he said so far. He said, excellent main character, excellent plot, great side characters, and he's developing that right now. So for the people that say he ain't said anything, that's what he's saying. But yeah, bro, he is the guy behind the team. You know, he's just saying that he's a great
For
side
me,
character.
Kataoka is a strong contender for the greatest coach in sports anime. From his backstory to his purpose to his bond with the players. The relationship between Kataoka and his players is so much more than we see on the surface. He's like a second father to these kids, who have each been given life-changing notes, advice, lessons from this one man. Because of this
Wait, 50
powerful bond
episodes
between
on
the
Joe,
boys and their
trust me.
coach, it's a
I don't
heartwarming
know,
realization that the players aren't just playing
I
for
don't know
their
if I can
personal
trust
goals
you,
or
bro.
futures. They're also
This
playing
video
for their
doesn't feel
coach
too
and
objective.
his dream.
It's definitely objective.
Oftentimes, even in real life, it's
Taboo
teams like
tattoo and that
these
stuff?
who
Hell
bring
nah.
each other up, help each
Hell
other grow,
nah.
are happy in each other's happiness. It's these kinds of teams that go on to perform in big moments and big tournaments. Seido as a team is a joy to experience, and even when things don't go their way, even when their situations look dire, they always find a way out. Together.
Like a team should. Believe in me, Hezzy. Rick, how can I believe in you when you got Call of Duty Vanguard as one of the best Call of Duties? I can't believe in you.
Among the beautiful journeys of Sawamura Eijun and the players of Seido, I found just as appealing the tales of their adversaries.
He is selling the story.
From the
though.
genius ace
I can
Narumiya
point
to
out
the
some
disciplined
characters
beast
as well,
Shun,
implement the
from the
story.
speed demon Hongo to the run monster Raichi. Every major team has at least one character I fell in love with. Someone who, by the end of the game, despite being the antagonist, I kind of wanted to root for.
This does have
A
nothing
part
to
of
do
that,
with
of
it.
course, is the
I'm just
unique and
drawing
overwhelming
the
skills that they
lines.
showcase, but more
I'm
importantly,
connecting the
it's
dots,
their
Rick.
backstories, their struggles, their motivations that always manage to captivate me. After all, they're not evil monsters setting out to do evil things. They're people just like the rest of us. People who love baseball just as
Yeah, we
much as our
know.
main characters. And those are my favorite kinds of antagonists. The antagonists in this story are seriously some of the best I've ever witnessed.
Okay, hold
Each of them
on.
feeling fresh, unique,
That's
and
a claim. That's a claim. That's a claim that I'm gonna have to figure out about myself. That's a claim.
most importantly,
I don't
deeply
know.
human.
We're gonna
Just
have to
like
figure
any
that
of
one out.
us. That is the beauty
I'm gonna have to
of
get
Ace
back
of
to
the
you on
Diamond.
that one.
If you love sports anime as much as I do, I wholeheartedly recommend Ace of the Diamond. Yes,
Call of Duty
it is a
Ghost
bit long,
Disrespect
with
was too
over
much for me
150
personally. I enjoyed
episodes,
the
but
story.
man, is it worth it. I didn't even notice how quickly those episodes passed, and
Let's
it was
not start
nice to
this
go back
again.
to that nostalgic vibe of watching long but hype anime. In this story of failure and despair, of redemption and hope, of tears and goosebumps, I finally found that feeling I had been searching for. The rise and the fall, the growth and the struggle, the stories and the journeys. Truly, this is the best sports anime no one talks about.
Okay, no one talks
This
about.
is Ace of the Diamond.
Rick doesn't agree with that. That's a great video. Look, this is a video that will make me want to watch it. And that's a great video. If you can make a video about making me want to watch an anime, that's a great video. That's a great video. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. 130 episodes is kind of a lot. I might dip my toes in and see what it's about. Who knows? It might be something I should watch while I gotta wait for Haiku and wait for Blue Lock. It don't sound so bad. The reason why I never wanted to watch it is because like at least with volleyball, like I didn't know the rules to volleyball. I didn't know anything about volleyball. So like an anime about volleyball is like okay, you know, and it was pretty good. But like I actually know about baseball, and baseball actually is boring in my personal opinion. So this video, like I feel like going into the anime, I might have some pre biases. This video that Ashita no Joe is the GOAT. Okay, Rick. Yeah, you can stand on that. You can stand on your hill alone, Rick. You and the other people that I've seen that she didn't know Joe, y'all can stand on that hill by yourselves. Volleyball is fun to play in real life. It is. It is. I had a whole summer playing volleyball because of Haiku, bro. I remember I literally watched Haiku and I put one of my other friends on it, and like a week later we were like, bro, we gotta play volleyball. And we got all our friends to start playing volleyball in the summer, bro. That shit was so fire. The good old days. The good old days, man. The great days. So you like the video? You'll like this one too. Go ahead and click on that. Yeah. You're still here? So you don't fuck with me? Alright, I'ma just.